Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Passive Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Guys, this is going to be your weekly read. The timestamps will be in the comment section below once the video uploads. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross-watcher. If that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Guys, always discern the messages accordingly. And then thank you for all the donations, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, those who've booked personal readings. I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you for all of your love and support for the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Before I jump into this reading, I'm going to say this to you guys. I've noticed on a collective scale, intuitive scale, whatever you want to call it, a lot of shift in the energy since this new moon. And I'm going to tell you, I feel like from this point forward until we hit that full moon, and I think it's like the 28th maybe of the month, I'm not 100% certain, 21st, 28th, something like that. It's kind of like a little bit of this chaos kind of energy that's coming in right now. Things are being shaken up, and I remember, I think it might have been in Libra's read, maybe, not positive, where I said that it's kind of like shaking all the loose stuff out of the tree branch, right? Like it's a shakeout of some things, and I feel like that's what's kind of happening collectively. The energy is seeming to jump into a heavier connotation right now. For those of you who have been on a path of rebuilding your life or starting a new cycle, the initial burst of that could have come in very, almost easily, like out of nowhere. Now the real work begins, Spirit is saying. So thank you, Spirit, for that. Remember your goals. Remember what it is that under this new moon you are manifesting. Remember what it is that you're projecting for yourself in the next 6 months through this cycle. But I think for a lot of you, there is, I don't want to say a need, because I think you're already aware that there is a major shift that is taking place. And in order for you to allow things, Spirit is saying, to come full circle, there's going to be things that you're going to have to leave behind. So prepare yourself for those shakeups right now. Energetically, I feel it in my gut, I feel it in my body, like things are happening. It may be behind the scenes, it may be subtle things that you're like, whoa, what was that? Wait a second, let's go back and take a look at this. Does this make sense? So for all of you, pay attention to the energy as it shifts right now. What is it affecting for you? And I almost want to say to you, you could have felt like there was a timeline shift, and some of you could feel like you've been taken back into something. If you are feeling that way, Spirit is going, whatever loose ends there were, we're going to work on tying this up for you. Stay in your truth, stay in your integrity, stay the course. We're going to help you guide through this, but here was a taste of the good things that are to come if you choose to accept this path. Okay, so big message for the collective as a whole, as to the energies that are taking place right now. But what comes after this, and I've got the chills, are things falling into place beyond your wildest dreams, Spirit is saying. But it's like one more push through, folks. One more push through to understand. And some of you are going to be dealing with massive change in the sense that this may be a whole new awakening for you. Others of you that have embraced this awakening space within yourself and in your internal and external worlds, Spirit just said shakeups in the healthcare, shakeups in your health, shakeups in your job, shakeups in your work environment, shakeups with some of the people that you know. Pay attention who stays close to you as this shift happens, who is on the same playing field as you. Okay, so big message from Spirit that I think all signs need to be fully aware of. Okay, so with that, we're going to jump into this because I feel like I could talk about this all day and that would be a whole reading in itself. But Aries, we're going to get started with you. We'll see what's going on in your energy. This is going to be from February 12th to the 18th, and see what's going on. So, all right, Spirit, for Aries, the 12th through the 18th, what does Aries need to know? The fledgling. This is a little bit of Spirit is saying taking a look at the self, taking a look at that outside world that I just talked about. What vows and promises are you making to yourself? What kind of communication are you holding on to? I feel like somebody could be waiting for you to kind of pledge something of yourself to them. And I also feel like that's like this, I've been seeing this too, this in-between worlds kind of energy of, do I give to myself or do I give to you? And if I'm giving to both, how do I make this fair and balanced for everybody involved? 13 here, energy, which breaks down to a 4, and also the death card, right? So, you know, you could say your money, your finances, your foundations, your root, your stability. Pardon me, I'm itchy. I don't want to say it's a shakeup, but it's like remembering what you've come here to do. Aries, this is going to be some interesting energy this week in general, I think. But this is kind of, you know, that fledgling is a 1. It's a new beginning, the close out of a cycle. But it's like, what path am I taking? It kind of gives me the 2 of Wands vibes with that energy. Dependability and alliance. I said, you know, pay attention to those who have your back, who are going to uphold their word. Spirit just said job change, and then you have absence coming out sideways with influence. The influences that are surrounding you at this time, Aries, I would be, I was going to say cautious of, and as I say that, patterns and the pressure of the past coming out and showing itself. This is a cycle. I feel like you may feel like you're in the middle of a cycle right now. Hold on to your peace. Hold on to the things that bring you a level of comfort. White birds could be important. So let's see. For Aries this week, Spirit, what does Aries need to know? 7th chakra. That's the, as I said, the heart chakra. The crown chakra, this world card. You're leaving the things of emptiness. You could feel like things are feeling a little empty right now, not sure what direction, because there's something on the other side of this. And again, Age of Aquarius, we're not seeing. You're not seeing certain factors. You could also notice that some of the people around you, this 5 is change. The way you're interacting with your intuition could be shifting up, but it's also like the people around you could be experiencing something that you have a deep understanding of that maybe somebody else doesn't see, right? So it's like your guides, your intuition are speaking to you. It's also closing a chapter, Spirit is saying. There's a divine wisdom that comes in with this energy, Aries, this week for you. Make sure you're paying attention to that. 5 of Swords, the 8 of Cups. This is emotionally distancing yourself from anything that seems to manipulate your energy or tries to manipulate your emotional energy at this time. And then, again, that between worlds, that 5 in this, well, there it is still. And there's the 5 of Cups. You see the split there between these swords. Again, in one world, out of the other, everything coming out in a sideways position for you guys. 5 of Cups, recognizing where you're going to have to, where things are not living up to the emotional fulfillment that you desire. This is a lot of, with that 8 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, a lot of emotional manipulation. Make sure you're not emotionally manipulating yourself. Make sure those around you this week are not emotionally manipulating you as well. Leo, strength card there coming out. Let's see. Here's the thing, Aries. You're very wise to something. And you could feel like, despite the pressures that you might be feeling, you could be handling this very well right now. Could be dealing with a Leo. Doesn't have to be. 10 of Swords. Page of Cups. This is opening up the heart space to move into something else. The Hierophant. Values. And I think we're going to see this a lot this year, where we're examining or taking a deeper look at why we've believed in things the way that we have and how has that served us. And another 5, Aries, 555, major changes on the horizon. 5 of Swords coming out in the reverse, the 5 of Wands, competition, the World card again. The 7 of Swords. There's some kind of like underlying deceit that you could feel like is taking place, or you're trying to leave that deceit behind. 5 of Wands, competition, conflict, throwing, you know, like spaghetti at a wall, seeing what the hell sticks. I do feel like you've got some energies around you. Spirit is saying could be awaiting your demise kind of vibe. I hate to bring that shit into the picture here, but that's really what I'm getting. It's like everybody is waiting for a fall of something. I feel like this is on a bigger scale, though, Aries. I feel like you're kind of caught in the middle of this. Something is off. And you sense that. Your intuition says, I see this. I know this. Keep an eye out as to what's transpiring this week, because I think it's going to be very indicative moving forward, what part of this cycle that you are in and what it is you need to close out by the full moon. And that'll be a full moon in Virgo, I believe, right? I'm pretty sure it's a full moon in Virgo. The snake, there's competition here. I just said it. That 5 of Wands, competition, emotional manipulation. Be very cautious of the alliances that you're making. 11:11 on the clock, and the influence that they're having in your world right now. What is going on? You know, like it's just like you're kind of, girl with the snake, charmed or used, enabled boundaries. You're gonna have to keep yourself grounded during this time as you transition, and you are. Give me 1 second. And you are handling that pretty well. So just stay the course, Aries, on what is happening. And then the other piece of advice: interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date. Keep an eye out it's like twofold story here. You could be meeting up with somebody new, but I also feel like you're extremely skeptical of a motive. That motive is just so heavy for me with you guys in general. But it's like, why are you coming in to my world? What is it that you want from me? Trying to find a balance, the influence. There's a lot of moving pieces here, Aries. Keep your eyes wide open. Pay attention to how you feel about things. And I'm going to give you a quick lesson here, and I'm going to move on to Taurus. I've always said to people, you know, we think as humans that we're supposed to think about things and overanalyze stuff first, right? I've said to people for years, if you're sitting at a table and I'm doing a reading for you and you get up and you hit your knee, I've always asked people, what is the first thing you do? And before I give you the answer to that, think about that. What is the first thing you do when you bang your knee? So many people have said to me, I say, ouch. Before ouch ever comes flying out of your mouth, your hand goes to touch that area, because we are meant to feel the vibration before we think about it, because we've already felt it, right? So our initial instinct is to go to grab it and go, oh. Oh comes out after the immediate reaction to feel. Think about that. Think about how you're feeling about things before you engage. Or when you engage, what kind of feeling is it leaving you with? Okay? So you're going to think about it from that perspective. Very, very important message, Aries. Page of Pentacles. Somebody's coming in to offer you something. So as I say that, and I open the message with, it's like chaos on the horizon, storm warning, deceit, more deceit. Aries, pay attention to who you are aligning yourself with. Are they going to be there for the long haul, or are they coming in to gain something from you? Eyes open, eyes wide open. Okay? All right, Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on for you guys. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. The moon. Some more things that we don't see at the surface level here, right? Self-worth. There we go. Words of other people are coming through right off the bat. 5-5. Taurus, a change. I'm telling you guys, that energy I've been feeling today, it's getting ready to pop off. Trapped. Something about the words that somebody has said to you, it's kind of like you've gone back into, I don't even want to call this a sense of self. It's like your guards are up. You're kind of hunkering down. You're kind of protecting the heart space, going, I don't know, I need to think about whatever this is. There's something here that's also bringing you a sense of peace. And when I say that, though, this is you needing to take a pause. This is about the loyalty to yourself rather than the loyalty to others. You've got to put yourself first, Taurus. And you need thinking woman in the heart. So the mind and the heart space, trying to get on the same page. Let's see. I'm actually going to clarify that moon. What is this for Taurus this week? Storm warning coming out sideways. There's rocky roads ahead here, Taurus, this week. And this, it could be in relationships, partnerships. People, Spirit is saying people that you thought had your back. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of shifts in the partnerships. Things, I said this back when the pandemic began, and you may have heard me say this before, so if I'm repeating myself, feel free to fast forward, but if not, pay attention. When the pandemic happened, we've seen this divide occur, right? People who were willing to wake up to the reality of what was actually happening, and those who were kind of falling asleep on that or getting caught up in the fear-mongering that was happening. Last year, we've seen another shift happen very similar to that, because now we're kind of, more people are waking up to the illusions, the distractions that were happening, right? This is kind of like that same energy. We're feeling that shift again, where either you're going this way or you're falling back down. There's a lot of that energy here, and this is karmic. Where were you during those shifts, Taurus? Because you're either going to really level up or you're really going to implode. Choice is yours. Do you walk away from the things that cause this chaos, or do you step into a whole new contract of self? Spirit said with higher expectations for yourself. So big energy coming in here. And I would love to say that this is to balance it out. But first you have to pick a direction. All right, this moon for Taurus, Spirit, what is this? Some of you could also, Spirit just said, be trying to bide your time to stay out of the chaos. Dependability and renewal. You know, are you going to rely on you? Again, picking you, or, you know, at the end of the day, you are your own best friend, right? And this is kind of like one of those things where that's where you have to decide if you're going to rely on you first, if you're going to take care of you first. What is this moon? Consistency, magnetism. Taurus, I've said it a million times before, and I'm going to tell you a million. Stop listening to the devil on the shoulder. Plain and simple. This consistency is to stay the course. I feel like I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Sag the other day. You've got to stay consistent in what it is that you are doing, but consistently move forward to the things that are aligning with you rather than the things that you feel like you have to hang on to, or they bring you a temporary sense of escapism, is the word Spirit is giving me. You have to listen to how people are communicating with you, the context in which they are feeding you information. Because it's like, as they say or do something for that matter, if you're truly paying attention to the energy as it's coming in, you're going to see right through anything that's illusionary with this moon. You're going to, you know, and I won't even say pay attention to your dreams, because this isn't even about the dream state. This is there it is, the Ace of Swords. It's about a truth. You've planted seeds. Someone, this person or something, situation could be at a distance from you, trying to bring it into your home life, your existence. It's celebratory. It's something of nature that's true. And that Six of Wands is typically victory and success, right? But this particular deck, the Kim Kranz Watt Unknown Tarot, there's a freedom with the intellect and ability to make clear, precise decisions. There's a freedom that comes in with the Six of Wands. It's a transformation. It very much reminds me of a little bit of the Death card, but yet what's the word? I'm going to call it defeating your adversaries, right? Because down here, if that butterfly is down in the midst of that poor thing's wings are going to get all chopped up trying to fly. You can finally spread your wings and fly on the other side of this situation. And Spirit said, by keeping your distance, as I say that, the Seven of Wands comes out. That's boundaries. That's you setting yourself apart from the rest of things. Letting your own internal flame beam for you, right? You've got to let this other stuff fall away. The Ace of Cups, the Star. Something here is standing out to you very heavily. And on the other side of this awareness comes this balance that you could call it a balance, but it's soul contract level, right? 3 of Cups, but yeah, I was going to say this with the 3 of Wands, and I'm getting this again, though. You could feel like you're vying for somebody's attention with that 6 of Wands and the Star. And there's a lot of third-party energy here as well. So this week, you're going to want to pay, and there's the Moon card again. There's something here, Taurus, that either you're not seeing or I don't even feel like you're refusing to see. It's like the feeling of needing to watch over your shoulder, okay? Be aware of that. Spirit just said, not all that glitters is gold. As I say, watch over your shoulder. Watching, looking, perception, stalking. You're going to have to pay very careful attention because, Taurus, I like this energy that you're in because it's indicative of the ascension process. Again, if you're willing to take that path, you're sitting in an energy that's going to bring you some happiness and joy, but you need to pay attention to the details. Okay, you need to pay attention to the details. There's like, it's kind of like you're in between 2 situations. There's the coffin, the death card, pictures. Even if things were good in a particular situation, ruminating over what was good is fine, but there's also what is going on in reality, not just what you want to see. Okay, and I feel like that moon, those things that cannot be seen in the dark, right? That's part of that. So you guys discern the messages accordingly. Gemini. All right, Gemini, let me shuffle these up. I hope you guys are doing well. Was it your reading? Let me see. Gemini. Yeah, Gemini and Aquarius. You guys, your readings will be out here hopefully today. If not today, then tomorrow. But for mid-February. So I'm trying to stay on top of those. I'm going to take this all tied up. I feel like you're struggling with your emotions, Gemini. Another 5. Those 5s. I'm telling all of you. There's changes on the horizon. Be prepared. Playful, cycles, and summon. Game time's up, Gemini. Not saying to you, and as I say that summons is a 13. If you wanted change, prepare yourself. Here it comes because you're closing out a cycle. I say that if you wanted it, if you've envisioned this, if you've manifested this, be careful with the words you're speaking to yourself right now, Gemini, because I think that your intuition and your ability to manifest, it's there. So it's like, watch your words, watch what you're calling in, because it may be something that you don't want. You may think you do, or, it's like, even like I tell my daughter, like, don't even joke about like saying like terrible things, like even like a sarcastic remark, because words are spells, right? They put something out there that the universe is like, oh, you said it, here you go. If you're going to put words out there, make sure they're good words. Think about what you're saying before you say it. Is it fair? And I'm going to say too, if you are sitting in a place of feeling like you're left out, those negative things, whatever you're putting out there, can come back and bite you in the ass. Karma is delivering rather quickly. And as I say that, 44-8, look at this. I just realized this as I look down. Holy shit. 5, High Priestess of Fire, which is that action-oriented. What are you doing? What are you saying? Strength breaks down to an 8, 5 and 3. Honesty, 26, breaks down to an 8, so 8, 8. Vision is the 8. Karmic, right? Supercharged karmic energy. And then this playful 44 breaks down to an 8. You send it out, it's coming right back. Be very cautious this week. High Priestess. See, this Son of Wands in this deck, Snake, I'm not a fan of his, because the way I see this is there's this beautiful like dandelion, this flower, right? What's the snake do? It coils itself around things. It's slithering its way up. It's taking that opportunity, that olive branch, that good stuff, and wrapping itself. It's twisting it up somehow. Your words could be twisting, like where you feel good. Your thoughts may be getting twisted up in a particular situation. And what do we have this all tied up? They're all interlinking the energies the way this is going. You want to be careful that you don't open up a cycle that you don't want to have happen in your life. So be very, very mindful this week on the intentions that you are setting, because that new moon energy is still there. And you're looking at the next 2 weeks until this full moon kicks in. So be mindful. Daughter of Swords, watch your words. Page of Swords, watch your words. It's a communication that's coming in. Six of Cups. Again, be careful what you wish for. Is it planted in something that is going to be emotionally supportive of you, that's going to anchor you, that's going to hold you down and be there for you in the long run? Be very cautious of that energy. All tied up. Mother of Cups, Four of Swords coming out sideways. There you are, Gemini, the Lover's card. This is like, don't let your emotions run amok with you right now, too. If you need a timeout, take a timeout. This is like, I feel like even when you know you shouldn't say or do, you're trying to say or do because it's emotionally charged. King of Swords, Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords. He's aggressive. Nine of Swords, talk about your emotions that, you know, like, if things feel heavy, there's the Ten of Wands. If things are feeling heavy, talk about why, you know, have a therapist, have a friend, have a what, go, this is how I'm feeling, I don't know what to do with this. Take a time out and do some healing work before you go off making decisions that you aren't clear on. Very important energy this week for you, Gemini. Make sure you've got your ducks in a row. Not today, boundaries hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. There's that, take the time out. Here's your advice. It's okay to take a day off from it. The Golden Mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided, the Butterfly. I feel like, Gemini, if you've dealt with somebody who has got narcissistic tendencies, people who kind of, you know, sell you the dream in a hot second, and I think this kind of came up for you last week, don't be pressured into something and then it's like when you speak it into existence, it's going to happen. And this is meant to move you forward, but you can't, this is healing something within here. And I don't even feel like it's self-doubt. It's almost like self-sabotage. So be mindful of that energy as you move through this week. Be clear, King of Swords. Be clear about what you want, because if you're not, how is the universe supposed to deliver healthy things for you that you do want? You've got to get, or what you need. You got to get clear. Be smart with your words, King of Swords. Smart. He doesn't just pop off, right? Attachment. Somebody could be trying to hang on to you too, Gemini. Be mindful. Be very mindful. Cancer. 27, 30. Okay, Cancer. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what comes up in your energy this week, Cancer. Focus. That's what it was. Focus. 17. Number 17 could be important to you. 8. Change in your focus, your emotional. Everything is switching over to your emotional energy. I do feel like you could have somebody trying to butt heads with you or come together with you somehow. There's stubborn energy, though I don't think you're playing with it. There's something about the stubbornness behind this. It makes you, it's almost like an emotional guilt trip that comes in with whoever this is. Their focus could very much be on you this week, and it's kind of like you're ready to shoot, aim, and fire, whatever that means for you. It's almost like you've had to turn around and look at something again. It's almost like someone's like, hey, remember me? And it's making you feel off. It's making you feel bad and responsible for their feelings. It's leaving you drained. Strength card and financial constraints, which that constraint doesn't have to be just financial. It's an emptiness, right? Or lacking something. It's kind of like the 5 of Pentacles there. Feeling left behind. The Temple Path and the 3rd chakra, which is your strength. There's a lot of Leo energy coming up in this weird Sun card, the Heart chakra card as well. 111 could be very important, could be a number you're seeing. I do think that whatever this situation is that has kind of come up from the past, you've done enough healing to be able to take it and put it to bed. Pay attention to the third parties that are popping up, because it's kind of like you're trying to stay in alignment with mind, body, and spirit. This energy is kind of like, hey, remember me? And somebody else could be even bringing up 3 of Wands. I think you're distancing. Somebody's trying to come in from a distance and, you know, maybe reconcile or something like that. Because they see you sitting in your sunlight boundaries. The 7 of Swords, or the 7 of Wands, the Death card. I just said you're bringing an end to whatever this is. And your boundaries are pretty high and firm. You're fine, sitting comfortable within yourself, dealing with things on your own. there's another, it's like Two of Cups is Six of Swords. It's like you want something else that's more emotionally fulfilling than whatever the hell this was. And I don't feel like you're doing it, but you're taking charge of your personal power and not letting anybody else run amok with it. Four of Cups, you could be, people could see you as not being honest right now. It's almost like they're saying to you, well, I know you feel something. It's like that kind of thing. Like, well, I know you've got something to say. I know you feel something. I know whatever. This might throw you off of your game a little bit this week, but I also feel like you're also not letting it stop you. Somebody wants a taste of what you're doing here, Cancer, and you've got to put an end to it. So be mindful of why people pop back up. You could have been dealing with a twin flame. This could be who's coming back around. They're like, it's a two-sided situation here, Cancer. One thing is this person is trying to get back in your energy. They could be love bombing you. They could just be like trying to invite, get that flow going again, right, with you. This is in the past for you, old school, and then mirroring each other. You both have inner wounds in regards to a situation. You could give love to a situation, but you also know that this particular situation is not one that is going to be great for your ascension process. So I feel like you recognize this and you are emitting those boundaries as need be. Someone else could see you as not being honest, but I will also say too, your perspective on somebody else's honesty, where maybe you thought they were honest in the past, is starting to shift, and you maybe are vocalizing that this week as well. Kind of maybe, I don't say it's not so much calling them out, but asking the right questions and realize that you were emotionally manipulated. And it's like, I value me more than this to put up with this shit. So, all right, Leo. 31, 41. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on with you the week of the 12th through the 18th. I hope you guys are doing good. Spirit, what's going on for Leo at this time? The moon and the risk. You're putting the work in here, Leo. Spirit just said, congratulations, you've done it again. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's a good thing, Leo. I like this energy. It's a nice switch up. 6, whatever. It's almost like you're defeating something and then just taking a flying leap and going, hey, whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. I'm not going to stress out about it too much. And I think that that's a good thing for you. It's almost like you're finally, I don't want to say finally because, well, okay, finally. You're getting comfortable with not knowing particular things, but also paying attention. It's like, you know, your options are, things could go multitudes of ways, and you recognize that with this risk in the moon. You're trusting. I think for a while you were concerned with just kind of letting go or surrendering. I think that you're getting back to that place of just going, go with the flow. Let's feel out the vibe. Let's see what happens. I think you could have had an experience recently, Leo, where there was like a very small example as to how spirit can, spirit, God, whatever you believe in, can support you. And you're seeing I'm going to call it a healthier pattern. You're recognizing the patterns of self-sabotage, maybe by the way you think, the way you act, the way you do things. And then something really cool comes in and it is like, oh, wait, I did that before and that worked out a lot easier. And I'm doing this now, 333 on the clock. And this worked out easier. So you're starting to see the difference between the patterns and going, if I just learn to release and let go and trust the journey, even if I don't see it, if it doesn't make sense, there's a beautiful space of renewal that comes in. It's all about your perception of how you feel you need to control things. So you're learning to release some control. It's kind of like a nice pattern, a nice breakup from what you've dealt with. 42 and 24 reflective energies. It's almost like a reflection of yourself that you're looking at here. And maybe even your beliefs too, connected to this door to spirit. The Hermit, introspection. There you go. There it is. So yeah, Leo, this week I think you're starting to recognize certain things about yourself. King of Cups, giving yourself a little more love and compassion, being emotionally stable and grounded. Not worrying about, you're coming together with things that are different from you. And I think that's creating a nice little energy here, and it can affect your foundations. The Four of Wands, it's celebration, it's success, it's the sun. There you are. Balancing those energies, the Wheel of Fortune, a good twist of fate. And I think that you're seeing that twist of fate as a positive, and you're embracing that, going, I don't know where this is going to lead me, but I'm open to exploring those options. Not enough. So in the past, you're realizing that your frustrations, your egos, your fears were the things that were ruling you, and it always brought you down into the place that you've lacked confidence. So you're building that confidence, separating yourself from those patterns, ways of thinking, behaviors that it's like, okay, again, if uncertain future, not knowing what's going to happen, and you're trusting it, and knowing that soulmates, soul partnerships, soul contracts with yourself and with others will come in as they need to, and you're going to start to explore new options with various things. So I like this for you, and I think you need to trust it and know that Spirit is guiding you to cut out the things that you don't need and embrace the things that are going to come in, that are going to, Spirit is saying, replenish your soul. So I like that for you very, very much, Leo. All right, Virgo, 35, 41. All right, Virgo, how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. Let's see what's going on for you. Move cards around. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right, for Virgo. All right, Spirit. February 12th through the 18th. What does Virgo need to know? Rigid. Deceit. Ooh, something else. When are y'all going to stop dealing with these people? Invisible. Virgo, I'm going to hammer this down, and this may not apply to all of you. It probably doesn't, but I'm going to say this. I would say from about September-ish, maybe October-ish of last year, I have watched this energy come up over and over and over and over again. Please, for the sake of yourself, who are you dealing with that is so damn self-righteous? So it's got to be on their terms. You don't have the right to piss them off. You don't have the right to be you. You need to toe a fine line. This is how it's going to be. I can buffalo and bullshit you all day long if I want to, and you need to toe the line. And it's like, when you bark back, they back down, you start to take control, and you start into this cycle all over again every freaking time. It is making you cold. It is making you detached, and it's like you're like a moving target for this person. Whoever this is, you are a moving target. You are like a pigeon. It's like they like to watch you jump. They like to watch you have to squirm. They like to watch you have to wiggle your way out of their manipulation. It's like a cat and mouse kind of game. They enjoy putting you up, like a pigeon up on the top of a house, right? Pigeons are, the sky's rats, if you want to call them that. It's the way, it's always been told to me. If you're standing up on that roof all by yourself, you're wide open. You're vulnerable. You're wide open to be taken out. This person loves to play that game with you. And they do it emotionally. They do it by their actions. They do it by their words. They leave you wide open and you let them. They're connected. Cross-watcher, sorry, not sorry. If this is you, then it's you. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, then it ain't you. It's not for you. But I'm going to be straight. Like, I'm so sick of seeing someone have to deal with this energy. But at this point, this many months out of me seeing the same thing back and forth, whether it's a group of the Virgos that are out there or what, it's like, why do you continue to engage in this shit? Do you not value yourself enough to go, whatever this person is tied to, whomever this person is tied to, whatever bullshit and muckery that they decide to stay in, why am I keeping myself in this situation with them? Like, it is a constant thing. You start off, you get going again, and then you're right back into it. Again, this week you are a target for them. And this is going to sound horrible, and I'm not here. Here's the deal. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for anybody. If you want someone to feed you rainbows, fluff, lies, bullshit, butterflies, I don't care how new my channel is or what, I am not that reader. I will never cross myself in my value of what I do. This person is waiting for your demise, whether it is physical death, whether this is your downfall, and it's up to you to use your discernment and go, what does this person want from me? What is the expectation in this union of whatever this is? Whether this is work, this is home, this is business, this is family, this is you just going to the grocery store, whatever the hell it is. What is it with this person? Because it's like they're waiting. They're waiting to gain something from this, from you. You have to figure that out. It's like they could go and talk behind your back. They could be like, oh yeah, you know, two-faced kind of energy. But they look at you and they're angry. They're pissed off. They want more of something. Angel of balance, a man holding heart, and there you are going, everything's going to be okay. You want so much to be loved and to be freaking happy. Somebody, you are the cross watcher, Virgo. Flip the energies as it applies. Somebody is waiting for that meal ticket to arrive. And there's one of you in a situation that is like, I'm going to keep my heart open to this. I'm going to love. I'm going to find a way to make it right. When they're upset, I'm going to coddle them. I'm going to help them. I'm going to love them. Stop the cycle. You've got the Queen of Wands coming out sideways. She's an asshole. It's manipulating. It's jealousy. It's snarkiness. It's self-serving. And all you can do is go, well, my head says this is the right thing to do, and my heart loves this person or this situation or this job. They breadcrumb the shit out of you. They give you just enough every time to keep you there, and you end up back in the Five of Pentacles. Totally freaking exhausted. Spirit is trying to show you. And it's like you're sleeping on the job, Virgo, or cross watcher, going, well, I'm hopeful that one day this will all be okay. If it hasn't been okay in 30 years, it ain't going to be okay tomorrow. I don't mean to beat up on you guys, but holy shit. Camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception. I just said, if it hasn't changed in 30 years, learn from that. Nothing is going to change. Healthy choices. It's time to have self-love, self-care, being happier. But again, Five of Pentacles, heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, feeling lost, grieving, despair, breakup. But I love them. Love's been put on the back burner a long time ago with this person. Let them go. Let them go. You need to decide how much you think of yourself. Because if this is what they keep taking you back to, look, one day, one way or another, they are going to leave you high and dry. There's a tower. They are going to leave you high and dry. They don't know any other way. I'm just telling you. Like, and if I make you mad, I'm sorry. If I hit a trigger button on you, look, Angel of Balance, it's not been balanced like maybe ever. They see you as a meal ticket. There it is. You can't think your way through love with this person. You can't. If you've got to play that game, look. So I went to put this man holding heart in. Storm warning. Attachment. It's codependent. There's a codependent aspect to this situation. It needs to be let go of. Libra. Libra, 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 Libra. How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good weekend. Let's see what's going on for you. Libra, 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 Libra. The February 18th through the 12th for Libra, please, Spirit. I just heard if you would learn to be quiet. I don't know what that's about. If you would learn to be quiet. Love, High Priestess of Water could be dealing with a water sign, Libra, definitely. Or just dealing with your emotions. Are you over talking so you don't have to feel your emotions right now? Complicated. Here you go. High Priestess of Fire. Aries, Leo, Sag energy right there too. 5, change again. There's something here, Libra, where, and you know, your reading came out for mid-February, which was pretty interesting. If you haven't checked that out, please do so. Very, very, very important message on that. I think you're starting to question why you've done things the way you've done them. And this week, I feel like the picture that you... It's kind of like looking at yourself in the mirror. You ever see one of those movies? I always compare it to stuff like this. I don't know why, because I don't watch movies. Or I haven't in years. Where you can see yourself in the mirror and there's this picture perfect, here I am. And then you look up again and maybe you look up and you're 20 years older. Or maybe you look into the mirror and everything is just like muddled or blurry. Like you can't see. This picture that you have created, there's something about it that's now got you boxed in. And it's like looking at the actions that were taken that have led to this complication of something, whatever that complication is. And to me, it's about your ability to see things clearly. It's a boxed in perception. Success. You wanted, look, whatever this was, you wanted it so badly to work. I give you that. You wanted it to work. You wanted to have successful conclusions and outcomes to a situation. But now you're realizing how difficult it became. Like how misconstrued something happened. There could have been a lot of passion, a lot of fire to something. And as I say, the need, you know, seeing. It's about seeing it clearly. There's the 6th chakra. That's the 3rd eye. Goddess of the Moon, Spirit is asking you to start to eliminate the things that create anything that is muddled. It's time to start on a new journey here, Libra. I almost said Taurus. I don't know why Taurus always comes up with you guys for me. I said this recently, and I'm going to say this again. This journey, it's one of two things. You're watching getting somebody ready to walk out of your life, or you're going to be the one that does the walking. There's a need of closure here, Libra, and you can't map out how that's going to happen. You're just going to have to let things flow. It's you know, my Goddess of the Moon, I always see her as like taking a shot. You've done what you could do to date, right? If it hasn't worked, don't see it as a failure. Because with that waterfall that it feels like a cold rush of energy. It freezes you. It stops you. There's a lot of cold colors, like everything being put on ice. You think about ice. We use it to get rid of the inflammation, to stop swelling. 3 of Pentacles. The working dynamic with somebody here, Libra, they may have talked you into taking a shot that you didn't want. Whatever that means for you. And I'm going to tell you that could be in multiple facets the way it's coming through. So you discern that message accordingly. I'm not going to get too deep into that on here. But now you're understanding how doing these things have made things more difficult. 3 of Cups. They promised, 8 of Wands, the Devil, 2 of Cups. They promised you somehow that something would be brought together. The thing of it is, when you've got this Devil energy tied to that 3 of Pentacles, Spirit is going, everybody here was out for their self and their own toxic energy. So you take that one bad apple and it poisons the rest of them. this is now where you had maybe a three-party dynamic. This could be family, kids, working, whatever. It's now down to two. Because of the dynamic that was used, the shot that someone's like, yeah, take the shot and see what happens. It's eliminated something here, and it's caused a lot of confusion. And now I'm going to be honest with you, Libra. When I say about someone walking away or you walking away, we go from a 3 to a 2 to singular energy of the Nine of Pentacles, where you're going to have to stabilize your foundations on your own again. This person, too, could also be, they've created this confusion to better themselves and leave you out to dry. Something around, it's like a reflective, or I don't want to say reflective, an energy of introspection. You see that Two of Swords, the Pentacle there. It's like two separate energies now with this Two of Cups, two going. It's like everybody's fighting their own battle. Blocking. It's like a blocking energy. I don't know. You guys discern. But it's like, eventually, I see that sun is like heating up those swords, right? That metal. And what does that do? It burns. It's like branding. Like you've been branded into a situation. They had you following their lead, Libra. They had you follow their lead, like down a rabbit hole of horseshit, like death in paradise. They sold you falsified dreams, falsified beliefs or promises that all this would all come together, and what it ended up doing was dismantling something. And I think there's that fire energy, the action that you took, your desires. You know, they used your desires to motivate what they wanted to accomplish. They used you to do that. They're having a good time. You're feeling left out and neglected and abandoned. This is part of your ascension process, though, Libra. Learning who to separate yourself from. There's something about the personality, Spirit is saying. These are twin flames, polar opposites. There's something about this separation that you're learning about the personality of certain types of people of who you should not engage with, because you're going to get pricked every time. You know, it's like you ever go and get the little blood work done where they check like your blood type and stuff. They just use that little prick. It's like they've done it so much the tips of your fingers are ready to fall off. But you kept sticking your hand out there. Kept trying it. You might see an underlying benefit to something. Like, if I can just get there. There's no way you're going to get to that flower in the center of that cactus without getting the shit stabbed out of you. It's protected, I'm going to say, from you, but it's also a protection mechanism between you and the other side of a situation that aren't supposed to come together. All right, so you put that where it fits. Scorps. 53, 25. All right, Scorpio. What is going on with you guys this week? Scorpio. Oh, I don't know. We'll see before I open my mouth. Choices. I'm seeing a lot around choices here, Scorpio, already. All right, Scorpio, February 12th through the 18th. What is going on for Scorps? Thank you guys for all the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, personal reads. I appreciate all of you. You guys are amazing. Thank you. All right, Scorpio, 12th through the 18th of February. Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know? Keep yourself calm this week. Hope, listen. I love it. Confidence and hope coming out. 6 and 9, independent, balancing energies, complicated. Scorpio, a little bit like Libra, you got the complicated, but you also have that, I said choices, and there's that choice card. This is you diving deeper on a spiritual level to understand what is coming, Spirit is saying. Pay attention to online stuff. Like whatever, I don't know what the .com, they're bringing me the .com. like the websites, you could be looking at multiple options for different things. What's going to suit you better to help take you forward. I think that you are building up some kind of, Spirit is saying, platform that's going to help you move forward. And I do think that like you're starting to stand out from a particular situation as well. You could be changing your hair, you could be changing the way you present yourself, but there's like you're like a force to be reckoned with right now, Scorpio. And it's like I was thinking, you know, subtle, the words that came were subtle, and what else, I don't know, remember what I said already, but that's kind of the energy. This horse is very stoic and very just presence. You can't miss the horse, right? Like his presence is unfounded, like it's there. Me and my babbling here. He's just there, and he doesn't have to do or say. He doesn't have to neigh. He's just observing. He's listening to things, and listen comes out with discernment. Your presence is invoking. Spirit said fear. I'm gonna call this you standing at the top of your game. Could be making other people feel a little weary. Pay attention. I also feel like watch, same thing I think I told Gemini, watch your words. Watch what you're saying. Be the observer. Don't be the talker right now. There's information coming in that is going to help you on your path, because it's going to help you make better decisions. Same card as Libra coming out. Goddess of the Moon. Attachment though. Happy family. Patience. Scorps. I think I said this recently for you. I feel like something is trying to hold you back. Make sure it's not your own thoughts or belief system. It's kind of like you've done so much healing, and now it's like something may be leaning into you or onto you for support. But I also feel like you're taking your time making a decision about your happiness and what is fully supportive of you. You're recognizing things that have held you back as well. It's like you're going through this process of evolving, and it's like with each thing that's kind of pinned you down, for some of you could just be the opposite sex, plain and simple. Relationships, you're recognizing what's been so damn false. Like, what is it that you bought into that was false? Queen of Wands in the upright. You're beautiful, you're charming, you're handsome, you're sexy, you're confident. Your confidence here is like bar none. Like every time it's like you've worked so hard to even get there. Eggs could be very important. Don't ask me why. But they're there. And I have one random egg sitting on my table. So I'm like, eggs. Okay, gotcha. New fertility, new life, new growth, hopes for the future, visions of the future as well. I do think that you're trusting your gut and your intuition as it's speaking to you. Anything that's worrying you, I think that you are going within. I think your dreams right now are, I don't want to say cause for concern, but they're bringing something up to the surface that you're trying to analyze. The Lovers, I said about choices, I think, for you, right? This is about the emotional choice. King of Swords, he has no emotions. He's very clear and analytical, but I also think that as you start to make these choices through this introspection of the Hermit, you're starting to come out and play and get the heart and the mind on the same page, and then examining who you want to entangle your energy with. Full card showing itself. It's back to zero. I think you're trying to clear up anything that has kind of held you up in relationships or partnerships of any kind, and going, this is what I desire for myself. Oh, I got the chills. So you're gonna keep yourself protected. Mother of Wands and the Hermit here, but energies of protection, and start to adapt and lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change things, coming to light and healing. And I think you're going through that period of healing again, but now it's like it could have happened on the mental side of, like, you had to reason with whatever this was the situation, and now like your emotions are starting to kind of play into it. So now it's like healing that emotional energy, but you're starting to put yourself back out there. Partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single and in the moment. Shock, Scorpio. A reading without the tower, the shock card, the chaos, the storm warning, the death, the tower itself, like, would not be a Scorpio reading. Girl with a snake. Understand, I think you're going to have some more revelations of people. Male, female, them, they, it does not matter, but you're going to continue to have more revelations. But I think, like, part of you healing this is you're like, girl with a snake again. Part of this is you just going, F you, I'm going to keep on going. But then you are also mixing and alchemizing when to take a time out and when to actually move forward. Date, getting back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date, dating online. That could have been that .com thing, right? So some of you could be doing online dating. Addictions, codependence. Look, I said from the past, right? You've got love, unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness, addiction, codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, and control, emotional block. Make sure that it's like almost like looking at the stuff around you, asking yourself if there is an obsessive way of thinking, or if someone is obsessed with you or addicted to you too, like what was codependent. It's like you're seeing all the red flags. So just stay on your A game, but don't allow other people to throw you off of your A game. Like you're gonna see them for what they are, and you're gonna put an end to it right away if you feel like they're not matching you. So I don't know what you're doing this week, Scorps, but you're definitely tangoing with some energy and deciding what. It's like almost like you're getting practicing, and then viewing behaviors and traits, almost like you're some kind of therapist that is, doing trial runs to see what actually works and doesn't. Interesting. All right, Saggy. 150. All right, Sagittarius, what is happening for you guys this week? Sagittarius, the 12th through the 18th spirit, the moon. The moon. The next full moon is going to be important for you. I almost wanted to say, dear sir. Dear Sag, you are going to have to venture out on your own because something in your life, you can't wish it well. Sag, I can just like visualize you guys, you could relay it as like an out-of-body experience, but this is also a release of a part of you that just, it's like it doesn't even exist. It's such a strange energy. It's a rebirth. Sag, I don't even feel like you guys understand it. Like you feel something happening, but you don't understand it. Someone from the other side too could be coming in to protect you. This 5, it's change. It's irrevocable change. 111 could be very important to you. But whatever this is taking an emotional change, action in the world. This, I think I've said this for you recently. Envision yourself here as this white horse, and this black horse is the universe. And it's chasing you down. You're going to go into the unknown. You're going to leave this comfort zone of, I can see what's going on, to the unknown. Do you see the duality in those cards? The dark, the light, the dark. You can't stay in a place of comfort forever, Sag. And here you are. Hesitating. And I just heard, why me? Don't think you're the only one. Don't think you're the only one, Sag, because you're not. You've sat here Another 11, by the way. You've sat here for too long. Whatever that means for you, you've sat in this position of whatever this is for too long. And it's, okay, as I pick that up, there you are, Sag. You've sat in this position for too long. You can only stay in hermit mode for so long. Look at this. The Magician and the Tower. You've been working with all the wrong tools. Ten of Swords. I just heard that, was that country song, I don't know who sings it. You find out who your friends are. This is a tower moment, Sag, that brings you to your knees. There are things that are coming in that you do not have any control over. The Empress, new life, new birth, new creations, heart, home, love, family, traditions coming out. What I say, you sat too long, this fell out right on the Tower. His ass is numb. Your ass is numb. You were just content. You were complacent. And now this shift of this new life, this new creation that's unfolding, it's got the hell scared out of you. By the way, you got the Nine of Swords twice. This is like this. I keep hearing, why me, and this can't be how this goes. If you guys have struggled with money and things like that, this change, the Death card and the Four of Swords, something is hardcore coming to an end. It is coming to a complete closure. And I keep wanting to say Taurus again for some reason. This 3, Sag, it's all going to happen in 3s. So you take that message and put it where it fits in your existence. And this is going to be on multiple planes. And P.S., this garden in the gate, there's another 3. And behind that is a 5. It's change. Irrevocable change. Your partnerships are going to change. There's a 2 behind that. This, Sagittarius, is heavy energy. I'm not even going to pretend like it's not. But healing, rest, and recuperation comes after this. As I say, they come in 3s. 3 cards just fell out. 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 6 of Swords. I said healing. You look at the medical signal there for healing and health. You're going to be forced to change the way you work on everything in your life. I think I said this in your reading for mid-February. You're going from the teacher to the student. And you're going to see life on a spiritual level way, way different. I think you've worked on the financial, and Spirit is saying now you're going to work on the emotional. It's time to get your emotions in check. Advice for Sag, girl with the snake, that she just keeps coming out. Boundaries, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting and dating. I'm going to say too, if you guys are in a relationship, this won't be for everybody. You're probably meeting somebody new. You could be getting ready to leave a karmic relationship that was meant to help heal you or push you forward. You're going to step into new soulmate contracts. Whether this is job, person, whatever, you're going to find something that is much more, I don't even want to say in alignment, because I feel like you're working on your alignment, but it's going to propel you forward to make you understand. And it's coming. It might take you a while, but I think the point of the matter here is, Sag, you're going to be much better off in the long run, but you be careful of codependencies, whether it's on work, family, partnerships, it doesn't matter. Be cautious. 1, 9, 18. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's going on with you guys. Capricorn, forbidden and reminder, cycles, individual. Capricorn, you're trying to set yourself apart, but here's the thing. Someone's trying to keep you caught up. Got Usher playing the Super Bowl. All caught up, right? There you go. Got me so caught up. You need to really work with your intuition right now. Grove, self-care, cycles. I'm going to do a little bit of clarifying because I feel like this is coming in different ways for a lot of you. 10 ends, begins. 18, which is a 9, and then another 10, revolution, forbidden. I've said this numerous signs today. Watch who the hell you are partnering up with. I will tell you that the Pluto energy for you is very heavy. It's like, don't forget. I have reminder and absence. What are you forgetting? What are you missing? Fragments, patterns, repetition. You've distanced yourself from certain people for a reason. Do not let them back in. You are walking into a snake pit. You are walking into a snake pit. You have created this knowing that something in this connection before, like you had found like some good solid connections are separated from ones that were bad in the past. You took a time out from. And now look, you're walking right back into it. Revolution and forbidden, like you were doing it differently. I mean, you look at these cards. This is a cycle, right? You've got the cycle card here. There it is. So you've got forbidden and revolution. You were changing. You were changing the way you were doing something. It was sparking like hardcore boundaries, paying attention to these things. But now all of a sudden, you've cycled right back into it. It's like you have forgotten why you didn't get involved with people or a situation. And now, it's like this fragments is going, oh shit, what did I walk into? This could be partnerships. Look, you knew. Like your heart space could have been with the best of intentions. But whoever you're dealing with, some of them, if it's a repeat person, I'm going to call it for what it is, a cold-hearted bitch. They want you because they gain something from you. They're feeling abandoned. They're feeling left out. And like, if you have circled back into a group of people or a situation that you have left, this cycles, right? After, like, maybe you took a pause, like self-care, the Grove is self-care, it's 3, right? Like, it's you taking time out for you from everybody else. If you have re-entered something and it is familiar or they're trying to get back in your good graces, you better pay attention. Like, I don't know if it's just me as a Scorpio, but the deceit shit, I see it 15 freaking miles away. 6 of Swords, the Tower. You thought you were moving into a calm situation, you're walking into a shitstorm. Again, the people that you're working with, investing into, whatever this is, you're walking into a shitstorm. Be very careful. Because you were trying to get out of it. 2 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups there. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Tower is Aries and Scorpio as well. 7 of Pentacles. And this was part, I'm going to say, this is part of your revolution. This is where you were changing. This Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you were changing in this space. You've got the 7 of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's where you need to emit these boundaries. It's all around the pentacle. Jeez Louise. The Magician. I just said it's all about, look at this. You're walking into a space of reliving the past, potentially with a Taurus, competition. I'm gonna be blunt. If this is what you're dealing with, they don't give a fuck about you. They do not care. They do not give a shit. They see this as, I'm going to plant the seeds with somebody that I know is going to be emotionally open with me, and I'm going to take advantage of that and take their 7 and turn it into my 10. Yes, the Magician is sitting there with pretty little cards, but I'm telling you, the vibe from this is they are using you with that woman holding heart. She is cold. She is abrasive. She's got icicles on her back. She's got anything but love flowing through her veins. And then I've got the 5 of Wands underneath there. And you could be in this internal struggle knowing that there's something about this that is just off. It's causing some worry and anxiety. You're smarter than that, Capricorn. Don't walk into a line of fire. All right, Spirit, advice for Capricorn. Paradise and old school, walking back into an outdated way of believing and thinking. They're going to run you into the ground. You were doing good, feeling good, looking, whatever. Like you were on the right path, not saying that you're not, but right now is the time you need to discern that, because somebody here is trying to rebuild something with you from the past. They're trying to repair any ties that were cut. You need to work on you. Look, they're trying to hold you up. Look at this shit. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. They're trying to get you to commit to this. They're trying to get you to commit under that energy. They're trying to get you to devote yourself. Oh, look, abundance. You've got something they want. Whatever that means for you, you've got something they want. So yeah, we're going to play nice. Don't let yourself be manipulated, Capricorn. Do not do it. You've worked too hard. I've watched you guys work too hard and come so far in the past couple of months in the readings. What was health and different things going on. You know, just the way of thinking, getting yourself out of some like depressive kind of states. Don't let somebody else come in and muck up your energy. Okay? Don't let them do that to you. Moderate how much time you give them. You'll see. All right, Aquarius. 116.52. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you guys. The 12th through the 18th. Aquarius, what is going on? Aquarius. Holy Toledo. Strength card, High Priestess of Water, Vision. Aquarius, I'm going to split this off into 2 groups of you. This is going to be, I'm going to do this a little bit different. As I say that, yep, okay. Back to this where do I belong thing. Your home, your friends, your foundations could be changing. I feel like you're trying to, you're sitting in your fixed sign energy, definitely. Nope, we're just gonna, it went right across the way. Don't be a stubborn mule, for one. 2, step into your confidence, but confidence and strength, but don't let that turn into ego and pride, okay? Now, with this vision, that's in regards to love, manifesting, seeing things, needing to let go, control, right? Is what I'm getting with this belonging as well. This is a 9 of the forbidden. It's coming to an end. It is an end. Aquarius, this is, some of you are bravely stepping into addressing emotions that you did not want to address. Others of you, it's like you're tying in an expectation around love and then revisiting what hasn't worked. And that creates this conundrum of, some of you are going, this is where I belong and this is where I'm headed. Others of you is, I don't know where I belong, where am I going? Summons is to manifest. So, there's a mix of you. And both sides of the situation depends on what side of karma you're dealing with. And as I say that, 44-8 comes out, another 8, so 888. Financial constraints, the 4 there as well, and the underlying. Some of you are looking at this as, this is my opportunity to rebuild. Others of you are looking at this as, somebody saved me. Woman holding heart. I just said it for Capricorn. Cold-hearted, not feeling, not emotional, heart on the shelf, protecting it. You can't transform emotional energy if you're not willing to address your emotional energy. Again, some of you are embracing that. Others of you are putting it on a shelf. You have 4, 4, 4, and 8, 8, 8 sitting here. 2 5s, change. The strength is a hangman. Some of you are gaining that different perspective, regardless of how hard it might be. You recognize that something fair is going to transpire in this. And it's kind of like the missing pieces are coming in slowly but surely. It's an examination of the truth to the matter of maybe how much harder you made things on yourself than they needed to be. And that's okay. It's you needing to not mix emotions, not letting your emotions be the thing that overrules a situation. So there could be a little bit of sorrow, a little bit of loss, regret from that. Find the acceptance of it and forgive the situation. Now, for those of you on the other side of this, Page of Wands, Star, manipulating your way to happiness via other people. Some of you could be driving to see somebody, thinking that they're going to maybe open their heart to you and let you in, or maybe they're driving to you. Pretty cards here, but the thing here is the Lovers. I can't help but I see it as a choice. There's a 50-50 that this is going to go the way you want it to, but where are you operating from? Are you being genuine in what you are wanting from a situation? Because with the Page of Wands, which, as we all know, I don't like, it gets shit twisted. Mother of Swords, someone doesn't trust a situation because of past betrayals. Not dealing with our emotions, there it is. This is karmic. You can't weasel your way in on a situation like you could before. Whatever this is, somebody's not buying it. Whether it's you or the other side, somebody's not buying this bullshit. So some of you are really working on it. Advice for those that are working on their own awareness. Sword and Rose, truth and clarity, fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies. You're waking up to those things, Aquarius, and it's really a wonderful energy. Healing heart and karmic relationships. You're understanding why the relationships came in forbidden in this camera. They go hand in hand to me. You're realizing where things were not healthy and you're addressing that. You're healing that. And I think that's, you're understanding your resentments, your triggers. It's a beautiful energy to be in because you start to learn to love it, forgive it, accept it, and let it go. So I think that for some of you, you're really doing the work, and that's amazing. Keep moving forward. Give it, little by little, right? For those of you who are struggling, you can't make it up. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. Like, someone sees through this, Aquarius. If you're struggling to kind of jump that hump there, they see it, and they're separating themselves from it. They could feel bad about the situation, but they've moved on from it. They're done dealing with it. Twin flames. There's the duality of it, and it's like, who's sitting on what side of this? It's like somebody here wants to meet up and talk and go, well, let's start new, and I don't think somebody wants to. There's been it's like you hit that certain point where so much has happened that you can't go back. Like, there's been so much damage that nobody's ever going to trust. As I say that, the snake looking over your shoulder comes out. That, like, once that manipulation has happened, or it's cut so deep, like, you can't go back and fix it. It's the plate. You drop the plate, you can glue it back together, but you still see the cracks. Like, it's it was like a one and done. Like when certain things went so far, there's no going back from that. So there you go, Aquarius. All right, Pisces. All right, Pisces, let me shuffle these cards up real quick. And we'll go from there. All right, Pisces. Pisces for February 12th through the 18th. I hope you guys are doing good. Pisces, letting go and beauty. There's a, who is it that sings that? Is that George Strait? She let herself go. Like, that's what I just got the feeling of. Like, she let herself go. It was like on vacation and buy a house and ride a horse or whatever. I don't know what it was. But if you like country music in early 90s, that's it. She let herself go. Him, he, or no. She, he, them, they. There we go. I was getting tongue-tied. So it doesn't matter. But look at that individuality and the fledgling. This is you creating a new you, Pisces. 111, self-worth, growth, taking care of the self. She let herself go. There it is. This is all self-care right there. Like, you're ready to come out and play. You're ready to start anew. It's got full energy written on it. Ready to step into a sense of self. I think you're doing it very quietly this week, but you're embracing it, and it's like an innocent of, I don't know, maybe you're going to do your hair differently. Maybe you're going to try, I don't know, skating. I have no idea where that word just came from, but it did. Like, you're breathing fire through an emotional energy. Oh no, really cool. Patience, like you put yourself on a major timeout. You still could be kind of doing the timeout thing. Same energy as Scorpio and Libra, taking your shot. Trying something new here. After this period of rest and rejuvenation. There's that goddess of the moon again. Pisces, you could be going on a retreat. You could be taking a vacation this week. You might just be going off and doing your own thing. But you're diving into your emotions. There comes the Page of Cups, the Death card, the Moon. Emotions could be surfacing up from the past as well. Two of Cups. I am not gonna lie. Some of you could be going off to have a romantic rendezvous or have had a romantic rendezvous. You are trying to transition out of something. Something here is making you feel renewed. And it's a quiet renewal, but something has come in and gone, let me show you how magnificent you are. Whatever this is making you light up. But I also feel like you're hiding what this thing is that's making you light up. What is this Death card in the Moon about? The Six of Pentacles. Somebody's giving back to you here. Someone is making this exchange and it's making you feel good. Someone's meeting you where you are. Mother of Cups. I think you're trying to keep it on the down low, whatever this is. Mother of Wands, the Hermit, Mother of Cups. You look good. There's some kind of appeal there. You're cautious with your emotions. You're maybe hiding how much emotional energy you want to give to this. This is the Four of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Pisces, this is a whole new you. This is a whole new redo this week. Out of all the signs and all the chaos that's happening right now, this could be your own tower moment, but you're cutting out and cutting down things that are not healthy for you. Heartbroken tried to come out. I think you're healing heartbreak and disappointments of the past. Truth and clarity. I think you're keeping certain things to yourself and you're making better choices for you. You're done chasing. You're done being the chaser. It's either meet me in the middle, you meet up with me where I am. Someone here, this karmic relationship is going to help you heal. It's going to change your life. This could be friend. Spirit said like a mother energy as well, but something here is going to change your life, and this is just the beginning of this feel-good energy for you. I like it. All right, guys, hopefully these readings help today. Again, through the week, I hope it's whatever you need it to be for you, right? You always find it in the right time. I'm wishing you guys the very best. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all soon.